Let's go to Chris on a cell. You're next. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
What's up?
So the game is canceled, right? It's not postponed. Is there any chance that there's no chance of reschedule?
I don't know. It doesn't say that. I was talking to Jansen during a break, and he said Rico had the idea of maybe playing that game on December 19th.
So if they don't come out, obviously, being in the medical field, no HIPAA, right? If they don't come out and say the specific or roughly the number of student athletes that are positive, not people, if they do not come out with data, and Ward Manuel better come out and they're ducking it. If they don't, I think they will, so I don't think they are. But if they do not come out with the data, the actual data, they don't have to say names, they better come out, because I read his press conference saying, well, we're hoping to get back on the practice field. For what?
Well, because they could play on December 19th.
That's the thing what do you mean? You mean, Ohio State play Ohio State on the 19th?
I don't know. I mean, they could. I don't know if they'd make that. If the Big Ten would allow for that. You said something interesting at the beginning. You said medical field, no HIPAA. What did you mean by that?
Well, I don't need to know. Vincent Gray's out with. Okay, I just want to know. I want to know number of players, because if they have, seriously, what if they came out and said we have 10 players because you're not contact tracing. What if we only have 5 players that are actually positive?
Well, one point they had
Ohio
12.
State had 23, and they're running out with their third-string linemen, still destroying teams.
This does
not look good.
If you have an entire position group wiped out, like if you have no offensive linemen that have tested negative, that's where because the numbers can vary, but if they're spread out over position groups, you could probably still field a team. Yes.
So you honestly, fork to your nose, this doesn't have anything to do with possibly having Valari as their quarterback, has anything to do with anything other than COVID. You don't think at all. And tomorrow morning that contract will be, because now they don't have to worry about getting, jail sexed against the Buckeyes. He's going to get that. As a Michigan fan, I'm in awe right now. I just cannot believe it. My team that I grew up on just ducked the game.
What'd you think of Ward's statement? It sounded like he was addressing a guy like you.
Ward Manuel lost my respect when the whole Jeff Jackson incident. He never came out. The Robert Anderson. He never came out. But someone dogs his program, and he comes out. He is a spineless dreck he is a yes man. He is afraid of his own shadow. I've heard people say this. He's just a yes man. He's terrified.
But what did you make of
his
statement?
This, man. You're on the payroll.
No, I'm not. But what did you make of it? What did you make of it when he came out?
For the Ohio State game?
No, for what Herb Street said.
Oh my God! You have bigger fish to fry. Your battles? What are you picking? I mean, why is this you come out firing? Look at it. It looks right. Herbie's right. He's 100% correct. You white flagged it.
I again, until we see the data, I don't know that you can say that.
This is the Michigan-Ohio State game. They just canceled it.
Yeah.
They're using a pandemic as a shield. I'm a nerd, for Christ's sake. I understand, but they're not giving data.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
This sounds like your mind's already made up, and you started the conversation with like, "Oh, if," and now it's all of a sudden it is.
Okay, you know what? Because I don't trust Ward Manuel to come out and talk to the media, talk to the national media, not Wojo. I like Angelique. I trust her, but like if he does. And he sounds legit. Maybe that changed my mind, but do you think he honestly is going to do that and answer questions? I don't think so.
I got to tell you, in the middle of a pandemic, I don't think the pandemic is the shield. I don't know if you've noticed how much has gotten canceled, how much has changed. Chris, I think it's a pretty big leap and a pretty tough accusation that you might not have a problem making that accusation. But as a person that does their best to be responsible in this job, I will not put my name behind that kind of accusation. And it has nothing to do with anything other than I'm trying to be as responsible as we can in these roles. If you say it, but if I say it or somebody else says it, it carries a different weight. So I wouldn't say that unless I know. That's it.
I don't care about either school, really. He sounded like the worst Michigan fan ever. Just coming from an objective, I'm not sure he's a Michigan fan.
Look,
He says all the stuff.
My interest isn't necessarily in changing anyone's opinion, but I will give you my opinion, but I'll also tell you where I'll draw a line. And I wouldn't make that accusation unless I knew. 100% knew.
Well, first he was going to say, he'll give Ward a chance to show the numbers, right?
Yep.
Not specifics because of hip or whatever, but show the numbers, okay?
Yep.
And the end of the conversation with, I don't trust him at all. So I don't know, man. Some people you're not going to make happy. I get that.
That's
but
fine.
I think in the end, I think Michigan should show the numbers or something to, unfortunately, because this is the way it is. The narrative is.
Given what has been said already last week, it'd be wise. Just because he's right. You can't give up names because for the reasons he cited, but you can say we can't play it because we can't field a team because these are the numbers.
So I would say this. That statement they just released about the cancellation of the game should not be the last word we hear from Michigan on this.
No, I hope they have more to say when there's time to address it.